Hey guys, this is Cadma from Bitten Apple TV in conjunction with It Came From the Radio here at Big AppleCon. That's right, both apples taking a bite out of each other right now. I'm here with Alyssa now. I don't know if you guys know this if you're not from the Big Apple. We have 5 boroughs. We got, Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, and then there's a 5th one that sometimes gets forgotten, but we still love you though. Tell us a little bit more about Beyond the Ferry.
Okay, so Beyond the Ferry is basically the little online comic idea I've been planning for like years and years, and I finally started putting it up online. It's, in a nutshell, just silly stories of loosely but not so loosely experiences myself growing up on Staten Island, and just like all the little stereotypes and things, that people from Staten Island know about. Little things like how, there's a pizza place on every corner, or how the traffic is crazy, or how you're waiting 25 minutes for the bus to arrive, little things like that. So it's an ongoing webcomic. I come up with ideas whenever it comes into my head. And this book here is basically the first 7 comic strips compiled in one book. But it's an ongoing series, and I plan to keep putting out more strips as time goes on. So
for any of the crazy situations that ever happen on the ferry, do you ever put anything like that on there? Like if you see someone you're riding on the ferry, you're on your way home, you're like, that's going in my book.
Yeah, basically, like I said, like yesterday, it took me like 40 minutes for the bus to arrive. Just little inconveniences like that. Like everybody from Staten Island knows that there's like one express bus that goes home late at night, and if you miss one bus, you end up waiting 25-40 minutes for the next one, and it's freezing cold, and there's crazy homeless people walking around, and you're just praying, when is the next bus gonna come? But you also deal with, like, there's certain people you run into on Staten Island, like it's kind of like Jersey Shore-ish, so you run into a lot of like Jersey Shore types. So it's a bunch of interesting characters I've encountered throughout the years, like the crazy, like when I used to work at retail many years ago, I would have like certain customers, like the woman who wore like the velour tracksuit, just smacking on a pretzel, asking like, "You got any juicy couture bags?" and very loudly smacking in my ear. That's just one type of character I would run into in Staten Island. But
Staten Island sounds like it's a foreign country. Like you're just getting a whole other different experience when you go over there.
Well, you know what? I try to think of it as do you know the TV show Portlandia?
Yes.
It kind of like, it's, even though it's based in Portland, Oregon, it pokes fun of like hipster culture and the type of characters. That's what I kind of see Beyond the Ferry as, is kind of like the Portlandia of comics, where it takes place in Staten Island. It pokes fun of people from Staten Island, but it kind of pokes fun at like a whole like Jersey Shore, juice head, macho culture, and like women with the tracksuits and fake tans, and I try to encompass like just all these themes.
I like the fact that you're taking a look at your neighborhood and just sort of having fun with it, things that you grew up with. I really love that. I also love the fact that out of all the comics that I come across, everyone knows like Captain America, he's like, I'm just a kid from Brooklyn. You know that for a fact, and they tend to represent. We got J-Lo from the Bronx, and here you are representing for Staten Island. So I appreciate that so much, because we see every other borough, so representing for all 5 in New York City.
Why it's called Beyond the Ferry, so people would know a little bit more about Staten Island beyond the ferry.
You're doing a great job. You are a fantastic artist. I love all the work that you do have here. For those who want to keep up, they're like, man, I want to get into the book. They want to learn about Staten Island. Maybe they're outside of New York City, and you're like, oh, there's a 5th one. Yes, there's 5. There's often a war between the boroughs, but it's okay. We still love you. Where can they find you?
You can find me at my website, alyssaspector.com. You can find Beyond the Ferry at beyondtheferry.com. But you can also follow me on Instagram at Lyssa Specs. That's LYSSA SPEX. My Instagram, I said my Instagram, right? My Twitter is Alyssa_Spector. And Tumblr is also listofspecs.tumblr.com. So
Make sure you guys tune in, see what adventures happen on the other island when you pass by the Statue of Liberty, because I'm very intrigued now. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Bye.